On a silent night, lost in the vast fields of southern Brazil, a story was born that would become one of the most moving legends of our folklore. The legend of the Negrinho do Pastoreio, the little black herdsman. It is said that, long ago, a wealthy landowner, master of great estates and many animals, treated with cruelty a small orphaned black boy, a child of few words, humble, obedient, and pure of heart. This boy, known as Negrinho, was forced to work from an early age, tending to the master's horses and cattle. Despite the harshness of his life, he never complained, bearing everything in silence, with only a quiet strength reflected in his eyes that no one seemed to notice. One day, the landowner entrusted the boy with the responsibility of caring for a very valuable horse, an animal of pride and affection to the man. As always, Negrinho devoted himself fully, but on a cold night, the horse escaped and vanished into the fields. When the master learned of it, his fury was immense. Without mercy, he punished the boy with violence, whipping him until his skin was torn. Yet the boy did not cry, did not beg. He endured the pain with the same patience that had always accompanied him. That night, Negrinho set out to find the lost horse. He scoured the fields, braving the dew and the darkness, until at last he found the animal, tired and sweaty, hidden among the brush. Believing he now had a chance at redemption, he brought the horse back to the farm. But the master's cruelty knew no bounds. He accused the boy of negligence, and still unsatisfied, devised an even harsher punishment. He ordered Negrinho to guard an entire herd of wild horses through the night, commanding that none escape. Knowing the task was nearly impossible, the boy accepted, as always, in silence. Exhausted after a long day of work, he eventually fell asleep beneath the cold glow of the stars. When he awoke, the horses had fled. This was all the master needed to unleash his rage once more. Showing no pity or compassion, the man dragged Negrinho to an anthill, and before the other workers, threw the fragile child's body upon the earth swarming with insects. The ants quickly spread across him, biting and tearing at his already wounded skin. The master laughed, convinced that he had put an end to the boy he deemed useless. But when he returned days later, expecting to find only bones, what he saw was something he would never forget. There, lying upon the anthill, was Negrinho, his body whole and perfect, without a single wound, as if he had never suffered any pain at all. The ants walked over him, but did not harm him. Instead, they seemed to keep him company, as though protecting him. Beside him shone the image of Our Lady, caressing him with tenderness. Negrinho smiled serenely, and once more mounted the horse he had lost. From that moment on, it is said that the Negrinho do Pastoreio became a protective spirit of the humble and the afflicted. He rides across the boundless plains of the south, guided by the light of faith and the presence of the Virgin Mary. People believe he helps those who have lost something, whether an object, an animal, or even hope itself. To find his aid, one must simply light a candle and pray sincerely, asking Negrinho for help. And many say that what was once lost soon reappears, as if brought back by the unseen hands of that boy who in life suffered, but in spirit gained eternity. The legend of the Negrinho do Pastoreio is not just a tale of suffering, but one of faith, divine justice, and hope. It still echoes today, passed from generation to generation across the pampas of Rio Grande do Sul and beyond. Negrinho, with his innocence and purity, became a symbol of the endurance of those who suffer injustice, and of the strength of goodness that no cruelty can destroy. And so, when night falls and the wind whispers across the fields, many believe they can hear the distant gallop of a horse. It is the Negrinho do Pastoreio, riding free, carrying with him the reminder that, despite the world's hardships, there will always be someone to care for those in need, someone to light the darkened paths, and to return what once seemed lost forever.